what happens when you actually get that trial? You get your opportunity. Now what? Do you just show up on the day of the trial and hope for the best? Well, maybe the average player would do that. But for some reason, I don't think you're feeling very average at this moment. I don't think you want to give an average performance. The key to doing well on the day of your trial is 100% preparation. What are you doing to prepare for that moment? The reality is you only have one chance. So if you don't perform well in that one chance, your opportunity is probably gone forever. Now saying that doesn't mean you can't have another opportunity somewhere in the future, but if you want to achieve your goals, we have to make the most of each opportunity that's presented to you. Preparation is key. And I'm not just talking about your trial here, I'm talking about every game. You need to approach it with the same mindset. So how are you going to prepare? Well, if you've been using this training guide consistently, then you're probably moving in the right direction. And in reality, the more time you have to prepare, probably the better. If you have somewhere from 2 to 3 months, that is a great time frame to work with. If, however, you don't, you're not going to make excuses. You're just going to make the most out of the time that you have. Okay? So let's say you do have that trial coming up in a month. What are you going to do to prepare? Again, go back. Be honest with yourself. Yes, I want to achieve this goal. Who do I need to be? What type of player do I need to be to actually make achieving this goal possible? So again, what are your weaknesses? What do you need to work on leading up to that trial to remove those weaknesses? Okay, what areas of your game do you need to make the strongest? How are you going to stand out? You definitely want to take care of your fitness. You want to take care of your technical skills. You want to take care of that tactical understanding. And obviously your mental strength. So again, we're getting back to total player development. This is a huge concept. And I say it all the time, so I hope you're picking up on it. Don't just focus on improving one area of your game. Focus on improving all areas of your game because they will all work together to make each area better. I hope that makes sense. Let me say it in a little different way. Okay? If I want to get better at shooting, yes, I'll work on my shooting, but if I'm also working on my passing, and I'm also working on improving the strength in my full body and my legs, I'm also improving my flexibility. All of these things are actually going to help me improve my shooting even more. Okay? So if you work to improve everything, everything is going to get better together. Your goal for this trial is to show up in the best form of your life. And you are 100% responsible for being in that form, okay? No one else can be responsible for how you perform on that day. If you don't take the time to prepare, then you are going to suffer in your performance. So take responsibility. Realize this is your opportunity. What are you going to make out of it? Now remember, when you go to the trial, coaches want to see standout players. They want to see impact players that actually make a difference. So can you attack effectively? Can you defend effectively? Regardless of your position, are you capable of playing both ways? Can you play at a high speed of play? Do you do everything with urgency and effectiveness? Can you score goals? Can you make assists? Can you win your individual battles? That means tackles, that means headers. That means one-on-one with whoever you're facing. Are you going to come out on top? Are you a good communicator? Are you a good motivator? Are you a good leader on the field? These are all things that are going to make you stand out. Okay, so you got to ask yourself before you go into the trial, am I a standout player? You need to ask yourself months in advance before the trial, am I a standout player? Now leading up to that trial, you want to make the most out of every day. What I recommend you do is get yourself a calendar. Okay, you can do it on your phone, but it's better if you can see something in front of your eyes all the time when you wake up in the morning, when you put your clothes on, when you ask yourself, what am I going to do today? Okay, I want you to see that calendar, and I want you to see that big mark, that big red circle on the trial date. Okay, if you want to do well, I want you to do something every day on that calendar, leading up to that trial or leading up to that game, you must be doing something every day to make yourself better. If you're continually moving forward every day, when you show up to that trial on that day, I guarantee you're going to walk in there with so much confidence that you're actually going to be surprised of the player that you become and the mindset that you've adopted. You are 100% responsible for your performance on trial day. Are you going to make the most of each day, or are you going to let those days slip away? Remember, this opportunity can only be there once. So are you willing to let that pass you by because you didn't take the time to prepare? Make the most of each day. Take your preparation seriously, and you will see some serious results.